What's up, good people? It's your boy Beastgamerkuma, and yes, I'm still in my nighttime voice because I just recently woke up. I had to get my groceries and stuff like that. But that's neither here or there. I am inspired by this topic a lot because, first of all, shout out to Reaper Babe, who is streaming at the moment I'm talking about this. So definitely check out her videos and her channel, Twitch channel, which is going to be in the description below. She inspired this thought process. Well, actually reignited this thought process that she brought up Star Citizen, and that got into a whole conversation, and it circled back to my main thought that I was going to write about, talking about realism in video games. Let's put this to bed a little bit. I have to put a disclaimer because, yes, this is my opinion on this topic. It's been my opinion on this topic for a long time now. I don't play video games for realism. I play video games to escape reality. Let's just put that out there. I recently had a friend talk to me about a game that I'm currently playing, Need for Speed Unbound, and how she stated that it's not realistic. But I'm like, of course not. The things that I'm doing in this game, if it was realistic, I would be paying for gas prices. I would be paying for the tires that I wear out with every burnout or drift, causing property damage in the city. So definitely that's the reason why the cops come after you. And the things that I've done to the cops in their cop cars, like I made one cop go into the water. I made another cop hit a divider, which made them flip off the freaking highway. Mind you, it was an elevator highway, so they fell off the edge. I would be put in jail for life, or might not even make it to jail because I've been hurting cops. So no, of course it's not realistic. Especially the things that you get to do in this game. If it was realism, it would be no reset button when you mess up on a race. The total damage that you have to pay for your car to be repaired would be ridiculous. You just can't drive into a gas station and automatically repair your car. Of course not, it's not realistic. And then we go into another topic with Reaper Babe, as we brought up Star Citizen. And yes, I used to play Star Citizen. That game is way too ambitious, and it's been in beta since 2012. Well, honestly, I haven't played since 2020. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to bash Star Citizen. It's a great game, but the level of realism in a sci-fi universe is kind of much, because paying actual real-world money in the thousands of dollars to buy ships, insurance for your ship, and if it does get damaged or blown up, it takes about 24 hours. But I think you can pay to lessen the respawn time. And that's 24 real hours. Going to jail in the game is way too realistic. Like, if you even try to go, there's no other previous save in this game. If you go to jail in Star Citizen, you're there until you either serve your time or your friends help you break out. And even then, breaking out is kind of a chore because you have to go up this long corridor. Then once you get outside, you don't have that much oxygen. So you're going to have to survive until either your friends tell you they're outside ready to pick you up, or you wait for them to come to the planet. So, and if you die, you just respawn back into your cell. So there's no way to get out other than serve your time or escape. It's crazy. But yeah, realism in games. I've been hearing this argument, not even just from her. It's been going on for years. And I'm like, how and why would you want realism in video games? It seems like that would be too much of an issue in many cases. Like, you die, you die. That means you have to start. That's like a roguelike. Or, a Souls game. You die, you lose all the things that you acquire unless you saved already at an Ember or something like that. And you have to come back. But even that is not realistic, because the enemies respawn after you leave an area, or you reset the whole area when you sit at a fire. So I don't know. I don't know what people... I keep on circling back to what Stan Lee always said about not giving fans what they think they want. And as you get older, it starts becoming apparent, It starts making sense on why. Realism in video games is such an awkward concept, sorry. Because this is also the reason why I don't play a lot of sports games. Because I can actually go outside and play, and I get it, you want that fantasy of actually being in the NFL. So that's kind of the fantasy element of it. fumbling the ball, some injuries, but your player still gets up right away for the next game. There's no like waiting months for that player to actually, heal up. It's just going to take months. So even that doesn't have any realism. Even when I play sports games, I'm playing games like Mutant Football League because I like the funny and comedic element of being a mutant and causing damage, ripping off arms, and you actually have to unalive players in the other team to actually win if you want to. But yeah, main topic of this, I don't know. On other people asking for realism in video games, bullet drops and stuff like that, like Sniper Elite, Big Red 1, or any of those type of. I don't want realism. I want an actual fantasy story with unrealistic situations. Mass Effect is a great example. Fable technically dances between realism and fantasy because it was funny because if you didn't have a condom in the game, you can actually have kids. So if you didn't have protection, the next day your wife is pregnant and the baby is born. And I was like, God damn it. I'm trying to rule an empire here. I'm not trying to be a father yet. Let me build my empire first. And I was like, this is stuff that you gotta think about. And it's freaking hilarious. And I love it at the same time. But yeah. No. Personally, I'm there for the fantasy and the believability. Not realistic. I want believability. Playing as Kratos. Fighting Gotham City as any of the Bat fan. Going in a car and racing down a public street. And even then, I'm phasing through people. They don't let you actually hit anybody. You want that type of experience? Go to Grand Theft Auto. Even Grand Theft Auto has that fantasy element that many of you want. Because you could be a criminal, either anti-hero criminal or the full-on evil bad guy. That's up to you. And the consequences are there, but it's unrealistic consequences. It's like you don't get arrested. Cops will actually take you down. And then you'll wake up in the hospital or you'll wake up at a police station and you have to pay a fine. And you're free to go, which is weird when you think about it. So yeah, I say no thank you to realism. Let me enjoy the fantasy element. Let me enjoy being something that doesn't have realistic properties. Being a cyborg, rocking a mech in Mech Warrior, or piloting a Gundam. Video games have been a great staple in my life for giving me these unrealistic things to do, and it's awesome. So yeah, stop the whole I want realistic ability. Then go touch grass. As many other people say, go touch grass. Enjoy realism out there. Don't bring it into my video games. But that's about it. Believability versus realism is always what I say. I'd rather have believability than realism. But I need to go get this day started. I got a lot of things to do, a lot of work and video games to play. So stay tuned soon. I'm really tired right now. I need breakfast. And Chris Mander, my hair is growing, so I'm blaming you. You wanted this to happen, so you better make big do on your sub goal. All right, you better make the sub happen because I'm growing this out for you, brother. Anyway, have a great weekend. This is my level up weekend. Monday, I'll ascend to level 40. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, have a great weekend. I'll check y'all later. And please, speak in the comments. Let me hear your thoughts on this whole topic right now because I want to actually have a conversation. Let's do this, all right? And as always, peace out.